I took these pictures from the brochures. These two homes I went through today. So I wanted to show you the interior. So today I'm visiting nestlehousing.com, homes for the homeless. This is the entrance, as you saw in the beginning photos. These are quite beautiful. They are stunning. This is an 11 by 11 by 37 foot long. So it's 11 feet wide, 11 feet tall, and 37 feet long. It's got glass on two sides. As you walk in, to the right is your living space. To your left is the door to the shower. So I'll show you this just for a minute. But let's go into the shower because it is fabulous. These is storage right here just before the shower, where you could keep your towels and things like that. There is a washer in here, clothing washer, and here is your shower. It's very nice size. It's really nice. Yes, and this is an incinerator toilet. And there's to your left, right in the far corner, is a little plug-in, and that is for your vacuum cleaner. And of course your toilet paper holder, bars for your towels, nice window for lighting. You've got your mirror, you've got storage below, your little sink. Here's the door going out. I did want to show the mirror too. There's your sink and your mirror. Isn't this gorgeous? It's beautiful inside. The storage again, your front door, and let's go into the living area. So to your left is your sink, and you have the table for eating, marble table or an office, whatever. And I'm just going to show you that. You come around, you got a small refrigerator. You've got a microwave behind the chair. You've got your stovetop. Well, I couldn't figure out how to open these. Finally, I got one open. They're magnetic, so and they're pretty strong. And I'm not the strongest person. Then you go to further, and too big of a TV. I'd never have a TV that big, but that's what they put in the model. And then you have a nice little fireplace in the model. And here's all your controls and switches for your heat, your air conditioning, whatever it is, your temperature gauges. Isn't that lovely? It's very modernistic. I don't know, pretty modern for me. The lighting is gorgeous. Here's your vents for heating and air conditioning. All looks like marble inside. Now these drapes close all the way, so you can be totally enclosed or have certain windows open, or you decide how much lighting you want. Again, look at the recessed lighting. This looks like a queen-size bed. I think they said it was. There's your vacuum that you move from room to room and use the sockets in each room. It's not huge, 37 square feet. Small cabinet for your clothing and other things. Let me open that up. Yeah, let me just show you. Yeah, it's not huge, but again, you've downsized, you're in a small space, and if you're homeless, you don't have that much. I did grab some brochures. Now I'm coming over to the small one. Small one is just as nice as the big one. This one is 11 by 11 by 16 feet. It runs for $69,000. The large one is $109,000. They drill. Okay, let me show you this. Okay, that's storage as we come in. A single stovetop, your sink. There's a refrigerator below. Beautiful. If you were in a mountainside, can you see the views from here? Of course, the bed is regular size, but I think it's too big even for me. I would have a twin, and I'd have a lot of room for a dresser or something. I think it could do a little bit better against this wall. And recessed lighting. So it's not huge, but boy, it's very, very nice. I like the shape of it. I like the drapes. I like the lighting. Here's your little coffee maker. I don't like this refrigerator at all. I would have a better refrigerator. But, again, this is just a model, and you choose how to build it out. Let's look at the shower in this one. First, I got to figure out, you push or you pull. How do you get this door open? You push. Again, another incinerator toilet, your sink, your mirror. There's your holding your towels, your toilet paper. Your shower is not as big in this one as the other one, but it's big enough. You can be in here comfortably. After all, it's 11 feet tall. It looks to be 4 or 5 feet wide and, you know, maybe 6 feet long. There's your shelving, and then we're going out the door. So these, I call them cubes, whatever you want to call them, modulars. They were quite stunning. They look to be well built. They're not cheap, but then tiny homes aren't either. They have 4 posts. They dig holes, and they go into the ground when they deliver it. Now, you have to pay for the delivery from wherever it's shipped into. You have to remember that. So that's an expense. You don't need sewer lines because you have an incinerator toilet, from what I understand. You would need water if you wanted water lines, and you would need electricity if you're putting this on your own land. They dig so far down, and they put a pole down there, and then they weld it to the bottom of the cube or the home. That home doesn't move. So you can't move it. You can't just pick it up and move it. It is in the ground. I'm really liking it. I think what sells me the most is the lighting. They made it very modern, very easy to clean. That's not actual marble, I believe. That's fabricated marble. Maybe the desktop is, but the walls look marble, but I don't believe they are. You'd have to do a little bit more research on that. It's everything you would need in one package. But again, you still have expenses on top of the $109,000 for the 37-foot one and $69,000 for the 16-foot. This could have changed. This is what I found out when I went through it yesterday. I believe it was yesterday. That's just what I was told. I did go online and look up the company, and I got quite a few brochures. They've done a project in New Jersey. This was started by a man who is from Santa Rosa. The home base is Santa Rosa, and where I'm at. And his house was burned out in the fires here a couple of years ago, and he started this because his family was left with nothing but the clothes on their back, and they barely escaped the fire. I thought you would find this interesting. It's not $20,000. It's not. I don't know if there's many comparables out there. I'm going to be looking at other things as well. Is it a solution for homelessness? Well, it's quick, from what I understand, to put up. And they are putting things up when there are emergencies in other states. So it's a very good product. It looked very well made. I just love the shape of it. I fell in love with all the glass, and you know, if you were out in the wilderness, you would have beautiful views every day. You can watch animals, whatever. I did like that. Really, that's what sold me. I wanted to stop and see it because I hadn't seen anything like it before. I hope I've given you enough information on this. Again, it's called Nessel, Nessel, and it's with the Lime Foundation, empowering our community. Homes for the homeless. So it's from crisis to stability is what they're talking about, and they're trying to help the housing project, the housing crisis. Be honest with you, the little one would be perfect for a senior. Can you see that? I wouldn't want to be in a backyard. Well, maybe if I had flowers. Yeah, and it's very attractive, so it wouldn't detract. Again, you'd have to check your zoning. There's so many things to check out. If you buy land, you have to check zoning, etc., 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 on how you can live on it. But I just thought I would. I really was curious about this, and I thought I'd show it to you. So thank you for watching. Please share, liking, and I'll see you next time. I give you my love.